be very real. YouTube money sucks ass. It really sucks. Like, it is not worth it. Like, at all. Like, unless you're like Mr. Beast or something, it is not worth it. Like, it's just like, unless you're like getting like millions of views, it's not. It's just not. It's the best thing about it is more that you're getting some money for something that you do. Just need a million subs. Yeah, true. Yeah. No. You don't even. They don't even. You don't even need a million subs because like if you have a million subs, it doesn't mean shit because I've seen people with a million subs that get 20,000 videos or 20,000 views, so it doesn't matter. Like they're still making like I don't know because I want to say like to put it in perspective, I put out a video that got 32,000 views on the main channel. I was like when I did the Tokyo Extreme Racer thing, and my net worth from getting it was $100 at most. It's $100 for 32,000 views. So when you put that into perspective, think about how much money people are really making when they put out videos. If that's only 32,000, it changes depending on which category you're in. Like gaming's like one of the lower ones. If you do like makeup and other things, you'll get higher. But when you really think about it, you're on the level of minimum wage when you're making YouTube. Like unless you're making like really a shitload of money, the real money is in the sponsors. That is where the real money is because sponsors like you can get from. I'm thinking. For some people, I've heard that like when you get a sponsor to do like an ad, I think they pay you like anywhere from like $3,000 to like $5,000 per ad. Like, so that's where people get the money. They can get paid their rent by doing one video with an ad, like a sponsored ad, and that's how they really make the money. And so if you do a bunch of sponsored ads, you're fucking golden, dude. Like. And that's why that's why a lot of people will make like a one big video that gets like 1 million views, but with a sponsored ad, because they know that if they, the ad's seen by a lot of people, they will pay them a lot of money and they can coast until they make their next video. That's how it works. That's like, if you ever understand how people are surviving, that's how they're doing it. And there's like a few outliers, but that's mostly how it's doing. Oh, what a mo. Come up with a product to push with vids. BTG. No, gamer team. Dude, merch and everything is good only if you're like, you have a fuckload of people that are willing to buy it. It really depends on your genre. Like, again, like you have to be like, if you're a VTuber and you have like some merch, like a lot of people are going to buy it. If you're just like some gamer dude, chances are people aren't going to buy your merch. Like, unless you're like at the top. So even if you make it, it's just like you have to make a good product, You really have to make a good product that people want to represent you. It's really like you have to really brand yourself. YouTube money is not that great unless you're literally at the top or you're doing ads. Like you can, like if I got an ad for my channel, like if they paid me, I'd be probably coasting. Like it'd probably be a good chunk of change. Like it'd be worth it. But without ads or sponsor ads, that's what I mean. Not like ads from YouTube, because ads from YouTube suck ass. Because like what's the worst part about ads, or like the worst part of me that's like I've done this while I've done this and finally got to partner status in YouTube, which really sucks, is that every time I upload a video or put out a video, I have to answer this rating system that's like, is there cursing? Are you talking about sex? Are you talking about someone getting murdered? Is it game violence? Is it real violence? Is it political? Is it triggering? Like it's a questionnaire telling you like 200 things on like asking you what's in this video. And you have to honestly ask or put it in, because if it ever gets caught, then they just limit you on ads because they think you're lying. So you have to very consciously say like, I'm only cursing a little bit. I'm only doing this. If you do the ones that are very minimal, like you're a little bit cursing, you're doing that, then you get full ads and then you get the full money. If you put anything that's like extra extreme, like something that's like, oh, I'm showing people or talking about people dying in another state or like a news story, then it will limit you ads. So you'll get like, I want to say maybe 20% of the money you would make. Like it cuts you hard. You'll still get money, but you'll get like really less because people don't want to put ads on this kind of stuff because they don't want to show their brand off. So it'll go completely down. And then if you go into the really extreme territory, like you're talking about sex toys or something, or like something even more like extreme or something that it thinks that it will go down to like you just don't get ads. Like they'll just be like, no, we're not putting shit on here. You don't do that. So, and then at that point, it becomes really like it's like you're trying to figure out how to what line you're pushing for like a lot of people that make the videos. And then on top of it all, YouTube could just fuck it all up and take away ads, or someone could report it and then take away ads. So then you make no money, and then you fight with them all day trying to get it, but no one will care. So it just becomes like if this was like my job, I would be like going into an insane asylum at some point because it you have to be a very type of person to deal with YouTube where you have to be okay with never being certain, and everything could fall apart at any time at any moment and could go wrong, and you just have to be okay with that, and you just keep riding it. Like that's the kind of person people have to be a YouTuber, like to make money from it. It's really fucking sucks, but that's the mentality you do it to get the money and stuff. You just go like, yep, I didn't get any money on this video. Let's move on to the next video. I got rent coming up, but fuck it. And so you just keep doing that. And that's why people pop content out so much and it becomes like very slop because they're trying to make money. They're trying to make their rent. And then the other thing about when after you've done the questionnaire and you put all that stuff out and made the money and stuff, the worst part to me is the ad breaks, because what it does is that if your video is less than 8 minutes, and this is why people always say like, oh, you're just baiting content or you're just like stretching out content to get the ad revenue. If you basically you put a video that's less than 8 minutes, it only gives you pre-roll and end roll ads. So you'll get an ad at the beginning of the video, you get an ad at the end of the video. Once you've gone past 8 minutes, or if your video length is 8 minutes long, then it gives you the option to do mid-roll ads. And mid-roll ads, basically, while you're watching, you get hit with an ad. But what entices people to do it is that if I put like one mid-roll ad, I get like, 10% maybe more in money. Like I might get a little bit more. But if I do like, let's say I put like a 20-minute video and I put like 6 ad rolls, like mid ad rolls like you just get bang, hit. I'll get like fucking triple, quadruple money for that. So it's this fucked up thing of like, do I just want to hit everyone with ads to get more money, or do I not? So you have to do this mentality thing where you're like, how many ads do I really want to give people? Or do I just spam them? And like, that's why you can see those videos you just get hit with an ad every like 5 or 10 minutes while you're watching a video. And then what happens is the reason why you're like kind of iffy on it, because to get to the ads, that's the thing though, is like they still have to get to the ads. So if you don't watch the video long enough and get through those ads, you don't get no money either. So you're playing this game of like, how many ads can I give the person before they're just checked out? And that's the game you play in your head. You're like, is my content interesting enough to keep them going through an ad that I can put another ad right after or somewhere in there that they'll keep going? And then if it just goes, yeah, give them 69 ads. Yeah, for real. I wonder how that, hey, yo, 30-minute video takes an hour to watch. Basically, yeah, that's what you do. It's like, you'll get a lot of money from it, or a decent amount. It won't be like amazing. So I try to just play in the thing of like, what I've been messing around with is like, if the video's like, I don't know, like I try to get ads that are like, like similar to Twitch, where it's like, if it's 15 minutes you watch, or if like 10 minutes you watch, get an ad, then just but if like, basically if the video is 20 minutes long, you get a pre-roll ad, 10 minutes in, you get another ad, and then at the end you get another ad. I try to kind of keep it like in a middle ground, because I'm not really getting money in general from it. So you just kind of just do that. But the whole reason I still put ads on there is just nice to get some money back from what you're doing, even if it's like pennies. you still at the end of the day, $100 is $100 being paid by somebody else when you're doing something for free. So it's cool. But overall, YouTube is YouTube. It's always going to be YouTube. That's just how you do it, and you just make shit to put out. That's why I respect people that do it for a job because fuck that, man. That is nightmare mode life. That is like I can't imagine living with someone or like having to deal with someone who makes YouTube their income because I feel like they would basically be always like on edge because of how like unstable their life would be. And I've seen also a lot of reasons why people have burnout and lose their minds because it's just so stressful. So it's better to me. I always felt like YouTube is better as a hobby. And like even when you reach the top, it gets really because if your views start going down, if your content starts going bad, well, time to think of a new strategy or do whatever. Get desperate because you're not making rent. So it gets wild. It gets really wild and hard. So I respect it. Your YouTubers are going through insane difficulty trying to make sure that they're putting out stuff, especially if they're doing it for the idea of like bringing good content to people that watch. That's like inherently just an amazing thing for them because most people would rather just like put something out quick to get the money because they don't want to starve or be broke. So it takes a different kind of person to suffer like that, the way I put it. But yeah, so that's just my random rant on YouTube as a person who's done it for 12 years and actively uploaded for 12 years.